Last week we talked about the inner critic, the comfort seeker, the week before, and then the detailed deacon last week. Did you relate to any of those? If you did, take a deeper dive into the guides that are in my Facebook group, Optimized Health for Business Leaders, Living the B3 Way. And if you're already in the group, great, take a deeper dive. If you happen to be in my LinkedIn Live, come join me. Ask to join my Facebook group. I'll make sure that the links are in the comments below. But we're going to talk about another inner critic this week that is keeping you stuck, preventing you from seeing the results that you want to see, making it too difficult to lose weight, exercise, or even to make progress in your life when it comes to work, with your family, with your friends, with yourself. You're just stuck. If you want to get unstuck, let's visit who these inner critics are that are whispering lies in your ear and constantly keeping you where you are, repeating the same things you did yesterday, the day before, the day before. It's time to silence that inner critic. But remember, it's part of you. So it's not a matter of pushing it away. It's a matter of letting it know it doesn't have the power anymore. I'll share with you how we can do that in the middle of and towards the end of this session. But for right now, let's talk about the next inner critic, which is the forever victim, the one who is motivated by self-acceptance. It's the one who's always a victim. It's always their fault. I'm sorry, everybody else's fault. It's not their fault. Everybody else is making life miserable. And they feel like they can only really be important or get attention by becoming the victim, which is not a great place to be. They're constantly moping. They're constantly brooding. They get triggered really easily. And it's just not a fun place to be, because you know what that place is? It's the drama triangle. Who wants to be in the drama triangle? We can talk more about that. And I do have a Facebook Live that I did with this, but we can talk more if you want to. Put it in the comments below if you want to hear more about the drama triangle. You don't want to be stuck in that drama triangle of feeling hopeless and helpless, do you? Well, that's where the victim ends up being. You're forever there. Forever victim means you're forever stuck. The vigilant victim, constantly in this place where I'm the victim. I am hopeless. I can't do anything. Why? Because you're completely reactive. You are saying that everything is dependent on things outside your control, which means you can't do anything. And you're going to be stuck there if you believe that. You might think that it's a great way to gain attention, but it's not. Most people try to avoid you when you act this way. And I'm going to tell you, we've all been there. We've all been a victim at one point. I remember one time when I had been fired from a position that, you know what? I felt like a victim. I felt like I had been singled out, and I had been working in a hospital, and that position that I really wanted, I felt like I really had the best interest of the patient and the doctors and the hospital at heart. But my boss wanted things done. She was a stickler. She was very much a detail deacon, as we talked about last week. And she wanted everything done a certain way. And I felt that I was compromising my principles, especially when it came to the patients, that if I had a patient with diabetes, I needed to spend more time with them. And guess what? I couldn't, because she wanted me to see 10 people a day, no matter what. And that made her numbers look great. And if she didn't see those 10 patients a day, if all the dietitians didn't see 10 patients, she was going to be penalized. Well, at what expense? Who cares if you're hitting that number if the patients are not being taken care of? So I put my foot down and said, patients come first. And sure enough, Okay, when you stand up for your principles, what ends up happening? Sometimes you get burned, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And it was, I got into a better position after that, working at one of the premier heart hospitals, which is something that I love doing because that's where I got my, I did my master's thesis in cardiac rehab, and I really wanted to work in this wonderful hospital. And I learned so much more and had so much more respect and freedom to work with the clients the way I wanted to. But I didn't know that at the time because I was a victim. How do you become a less of a victim? How do you resolve that issue? Well, being a fly in the wall, being aware that you're actually giving your control away. You're making things happen or not letting them happen by giving the power to somebody else is a really important self-awareness tool. And it's a really important step, is to realize, hey, I am giving away my control to this person or to the weather. You're going to go have a great day, go to the beach, and it's raining. Oh, it doesn't mean your day has to be terrible. You can go find something else to do. But I know if your heart was set on going to the beach, well, take your blanket, take all the food that you were going to eat and put it out in the living room, dining room, or the den, and make your picnic at home. It's not being reactive, being proactive, making decisions based on what's truly important to you. And here, it's okay to be disappointed, but disappointment comes from not anticipation, but expectations. We want to anticipate that it's going to be great weather, but regardless of whether it is or not, it's not going to determine the mood for the day. And it means that you're more resilient. Yeah, resilient. What does that mean? It means that you have the ability to survive whatever happens to you, that things happen to you, or not to you, but for you. They're either a gift or an opportunity to see things differently. A gift meaning, hey, this happened to help me become stronger, or it was given to me to learn something. Or it's an opportunity. Oh, I have to be aware. I have to see it, instead of saying, I'm a vigilant victim. I'm a forever victim. Say, no. How can I look at this as a gift? How can I look at this as an opportunity? And that is a really powerful tool. If you want to learn more about how to overcome the inner critic that's whispering lies in your ear so that you don't stay stuck, come join me in my Facebook group. It's called Optimized Health for Leaders, Living the B3 Way. That's the new title. It used to be called Living the B3 Way. I want to help you guys as much as I can. Come join me. And if you want to learn more, join me next week. Again, same time, same channel, 1 p.m. And we're going to be talking about the next inner critic, which is the one that I suffer from the most, which you'll have to wait till Tuesday, which will let you know a day before which one it's going to be. Okay, go make it a great week. I'll talk to you soon.